is going on? Thank you guys for tuning in. The secret sauce for today is your attitude is the paintbrush of life. Color it brightly. The choice is yours. On the docket today, Telegram CEO Pavel Durov's legal troubles threaten to impact Toncoin. Trump's new NFT collection makes $2 million in day one. Solana struggles to stay above the 150 watermark. Top crypto analyst tools for 2024 are covered in my Substack. I name about 8 of them. It is a good read. Hedgehog Markets introduce innovative custom prediction markets, and Pantera Capital invest $100 million in Toncoin. What are the metrics behind that? We are going to dive into it. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Thursday. It is August 29th, and it is time for some rare bits. Today, the Crypto Greed and Fear Index is coming in at 829. We reduced ourselves by 1. We are still in the fear zone. Bitcoin dominance has slid on the 24 hours, while Ethereum dominance is actually up a touch. Total crypto market cap is basically flat, coming in at about $2.15 trillion. The top crypto search term is layer 0. It has been on our call sheet before. Ticker sign ZRO. It is up 116% on the 7-day. We have 68 days until the election. And this just in, I wanted to touch on this for a moment. Jerome Powell's recent hints at a potential rate cut have triggered a significant rally in the crypto market. We saw that kind of reverse over the last week or so. There is a CTO of Komodo platform, and he advises while the prospects of lower interest rates could boost short-term gains in cryptocurrencies, the Web3 industry should focus on long-term technical advancements, which is really interesting. When in doubt, zoom out. The market is not dead. It is not dying. We need to zoom out and look with a larger scope. Steadleman highlights the decentralized nature of Web3 platforms and innovation in areas like chain abstraction. All these things are going to drive substantial value to our ecosystem, regardless of economic conditions. These things take a moment to happen. As we see renewed interest in digital assets, especially Bitcoin, it's crucial for the Web3 space to build robust, scalable technologies that can endure all of the fundamental and economic fluctuations that are coming down the pike. Now, before we get into some more news, let us check some numbers for the nerds. And what a difference a day makes. It is so nice to see the heat map turn green again. We are going to dive into some things. Currently, we have Bitcoin. It crested the $60,000 mark, currently trading at $60,963. Ethereum back above the 2,500 watermark, 2,583, up 3% on the day. So is Bitcoin. BNB trading at 543, only up 1.8%. XRP is pretty much flat on the day, trading at 57 cents. Dogecoin, 10 cents. Toncoin, $5.52. It is down on the hour, day, week, and month. Do we see a bottom here? Please let me know in the comments your thoughts on this current situation. Looking at some of my hot list on the day, let's just see who's making money today. Dog with Hat is up. Say is up. Nice 6.3%. Radium is also up, and MOG is back in the running. Keep your eye on all of these coins. We are looking at altcoin season index, and we are not there yet. This is a great metric. It is put out by blockchaincenter.net. Feel free to go check it out. There are a bunch of great analytics on this platform. Checking in with DeFi Llama, as far as total DEX volume, we're looking at about $5.915 billion over the last 24 hours. We will take it. One of the other sites that I visit quite frequently, and I pull a lot of analytics from this, is CryptoRank.io. One of the things that I am looking at this moment is popular search term visits by, and these are kind of by normies. So again, I mentioned today, layer 0, it is currently up 20.5% on the 7-day change. But if we look at the top most visited coins of the last 7 days, dogs, this thing has been on an absolute tear. What is interesting about this is there's a great picture of Pavel and his brother recently where they are wearing the t-shirt from this particular coin. So when he got arrested and this picture started to circulate again, this coin went absolutely ballistic. So these are interesting things you have to keep your eye on. Looking at top meme tokens by market capitalization, you can see in the 24-hour price is up for everything except Floki. Doge is up 1%, Bonk 1%, everything's up 1 or 2%. We do have Shiba pulling away at 4.18%. WIF is back in the mix, almost up 3% for the 24-hour period. Checking in on the Poly Market news cycle. Favorite to win Poly Market next Friday. Interesting. Will California pass the SB 1047 AI safety bill? Both Vitalik and Elon are a fan of this. Iran military response by Friday. We are still low prediction, so it does not seem like this will happen. Pavel Durov flees France by September 15th. I love this. Microphones muted during the ABC debate. The rest is things we've seen before, but it is always fun to see what is coming down the pike. We are looking at some of the biggest movers. Again, this is put out at about 7 o'clock in this morning in my Substack. Again, crypto AI robot. These AI tokens are not done. Up 888% on the 24 hours, followed by Fellas, Helium, Layer Zero, and Chromia. On the downside, people that are losing their shorts, H2O DAO, IONET, Athenia, Destructa Network, and GigaChat. I'm sorry you're having a rough day. Now, this morning, my call that goes out in the Substack was FWOG, FWOG. We are going to check in on this as we speak. So I have been charting this, and we're going to just pull this back a bit. So I have been buying this aggressively on the way up. This morning, I just saw this nice little consolidation, and we just broke out. So this morning, if you jumped in when my Substack went out, you are up 18%. It is up 26% on the 24 hours. We will continue to watch this because we love this. Next up, I wanted to touch on Trump NFT real quick. Donald Trump's latest NFT collection, it made a splash, generating over $2 million in sales within just 24 hours of its launch. However, it's worth noting that 5% of the 360,000 available NFTs have been sold. So you have plenty of time to scoop these up, and at only $99, stock up on this. We know the Thread guy did. If the entire collection sells out, it could potentially rake in $35.6 million. Interestingly, these NFTs cannot be resold until January 2025, and the project isn't meant to fund Trump's campaign. So that is also noteworthy. People are still trying to bet on this to see if we can get in. Now, it is also interesting that the SEC has issued a Wells notice to OpenSea. All of this stuff. So now I think the platform listing the collection, hinting at potential legal action regarding NFTs as securities. So we have to watch what is happening with this. Now, as we shift gears to Solana, it is not looking good at the moment. It looks like we are going to see some downside. Do we see a recovery toward 162, or do we, do we break down toward to the 138 range? The MACD is showing bearish signals. The RSI is below 50. So it is just something to watch. It is also something that you can stock up on while market conditions are down. Now let's talk about some essential tools for crypto analysis in 2024. I put my top picks in my Substack. Some of the things that I love are Artemis. It's known for its user-friendly interface and multi-chain comparison capabilities. Mizrahi offers really comprehensive data and transparency. We can go to arbitrage. You know what? I'm not even going to mention more of these. These are in my Substack, but there are some great tools that let you see insights and things that are going on in the market that you might not otherwise know about. In the world of big tech, we have companies, they are grappling with government overreach and their ability to keep data private. Meta, formerly Facebook, it handles data requests related to criminal cases, but has faced controversies over privacy breaches. Google shares user data with authorities when required. Apple emphasizes device privacy, but it does cooperate with law enforcement for cloud server data. Amazon provides data based on court orders, and Microsoft shares data upon any legal requests, having faced a landmark case that led to the Cloud Act. So all of these privacy issues, we are by no means done. The privacy is going to be the linchpin in how much government overreach will they have moving forward. Now, if you guys are, as you know, I pull up Poly Market every day on the show just to check out some news stuff. There is a new competitor. It is called Hedgehog, and it is on the Solana ecosystem. Poly Market is on Polygon. So Hedgehog Markets, it is a prediction market. It is based on Solana. It is allowing users to create their own custom bets. So very much like Pump.Fun, where you can create your own token, you can create or initiate a betting sequence on this platform, and if it generates activity, you're involved. So it's a really interesting, fresh take on this type of prediction market. So I'm all for it, and I'm happy to see these guys just twisting the curve a bit. We have Pantera Capital. They made a significant move. They invested over $100 million in Toncoin. It makes this their largest investment to date. What's interesting is they made this purchase earlier in the year, and they got it at a 40% discount. Toncoin, as you know, is closely linked to Telegram, which integrates the Ton blockchain into its application. However, recent legal troubles for Telegram CEO Pavel have cast a shadow over Toncoin's future, causing significant drop in its value. I am on wax for saying I did not think we would see Toncoin visit the 550 mark. This was prior to Pavel's arrest. Are you guys betting on this price action? It is super risky. It can go either way. What is good news is Pavel is out on bail. He can fight his legal case with the best defense money can buy. But this case is by no means done, and it could drag on for a moment. So what is also interesting, do we see the presidential election sway the viewpoint depending on who gets in the White House according to these security laws and privacy laws? So all of these things are up in the air for the moment, but it is something that I am watching absolutely diligently because I am a nerd. Another one of the quants that I love to check in with is Crypto Analysis Rect Capital. He thinks Bitcoin might be on the cusp of a super bullish phase. He is stating that we are looking at an uptrend for 214 days after the halving, with the bull market peak occurrence between 518 and 546 days post-halving. Now, if this pattern holds, we could peak around September 2025. So I love the chart nerds. I use charts sometimes. I think there are so many metrics that play into it that the charts don't represent. I don't know. It's interesting. Somebody was asking me about chart reading this morning. We're going to keep moving on. Denari, they are expanding their reach by bridging its tokenized equity offerings to the base chain. So this is going to add existing presence of Ethereum, Arbitrum, Blast, Keto. Now, Denari's D shares represent tokenized stocks backed by real-world assets. They are aiming to bridge traditional finance and DeFi at the same time. This is the groundbreaking shit that I am here for. This expansion reflects a broader trend toward regulatory compliance and tokenization in the industry. They are shedding light on how to do this the proper way, filled with compliance. Will it gain traction? I think they are off to an absolutely fabulous start. You might want to check them out. And here we have, in a significant shift, financial advisors and institutions are increasingly viewing digital assets as essential components of investment portfolios. These represent a change from previous perceptions of crypto as a reputation risk. Now, it's so interesting seeing the mindset shift, right? The mindset shift for people, where it used to be something that was outlawed and for the bad people. Now it's becoming normalized and probably for the bright. So this shift is happening as we speak. Now, we are going to deep dive into Pavel, and his brother, I believe, they are also looking to speak with his brother. But this is a picture of Pavel and his brother, and they are wearing the t-shirt from the Dogs coin, which has absolutely gone ballistic. Apparently, the indictment from the French court includes organized illicit transactions, complicity in drug trafficking, distributing child pornography. Now, all of these things are things that possibly happened on his platform. To hold him hostage for these things, that is what we are going to get into. And how much privacy do you deserve to have on an application that's owned by a company? Yes, there are going to be bad activities that happen if there is privacy, but we need to find a better mousetrap then. That's it. For you to take our privacy is not the answer. You need to be smarter. That's it. Lastly, we are going to look at some things that are happening. There was a massive withdrawal off of the marketplace of about 1.48 trillion Pepe tokens. It's about $11.6 million. So this supposedly was moved off market to go into cold storage and wait and see where this goes. So this is a good thing. It is probably going to drive the price of Pepe up over the next day or so. I am keeping my eye on this. If you guys are still craving crypto clarity, please subscribe to my Substack today. And warning, rare bets may cause hodling. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm doing the video news reports, but I think I'm going to start doing just a space on X daily, possibly at noon, just to talk about some of the issues that I brought up in my news report and get your all's viewpoints and include those things in the show for the following day. That is what we got. Stay out of trouble. Keeping it real. Ba-boom!